Back once again, Wes Gralapp with us. Our Legal Difference segment continues with Nebula, Beard, and Arsenault. We're going to continue our discussion on compensation for injuries following an accident. We started that last Thursday. We'll continue today. So, Wes, thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having us, Mark. This is the second part of our compensation for injuries that you might sustain in an accident, and we're going to pick up with compensation for your lost wages.
Right.
Certainly, if you lose money from your employment, you're entitled to be compensated for that. It's two categories. One is a past lost wage, which is easily calculated because you missed it.
Yeah, you know the dates that you missed.
The more complicated one is for your future lost wages, which ties in what your disability may be as a result of an accident, and whether you can return to work or what type of work you can return to.
Yeah, I can imagine that would be rather difficult calculating that part.
It is, and most of the time an economist is brought in to help with that.
Yeah. What is loss of earning capacity?
Loss of earning capacity ties to your future lost wages, and so your capacity to earn as a healthy person may change if you're disabled. For instance, we have a lot of people who are semi-skilled blue-collared workers who use their hands, their back, and if they're injured and can't do that any further, then they lose the capacity to earn that top dollar wage that they were trained for, but may be able to do something different. So the difference is what their future earning capacity would have been.
Yeah, you kind of calculate that.
That's right. You use different formulas to tie in inflation and taxes and that sort of thing.
This is something everybody, I'm sure, is curious. What about compensation that you seek for your pain and suffering following an accident?
Your compensation for pain and suffering involves several different features. One, the physical pain that you endure is obviously a compensable loss, but also the emotional pain that goes with that. And then there's a component of your loss of enjoyment of life, which, you know, you're no longer to participate in the activities that you once were accustomed to doing.
Yeah, and that leads me to my next question. What does pain and suffering involve?
Well, exactly that. I mean, there's a loss of enjoyment of life, there's physical pain and suffering, and then there's mental anxiety.
How are your loved ones, what are they entitled to as far as compensation goes?
When you're seriously injured in an accident, your loved ones, your family members, those people in your household are going to suffer along with you. That's what we call a loss of consortium claim, and that's the loss of support, services, and society that you provided to them as a healthy individual prior to an accident.
Yeah. All right. Can I seek compensation for a loved one who died because of an accident, vehicle accident?
Yes, you can. That's one of the more tragic things that we see.
Yeah, I can imagine. And
so the way that works is in Louisiana, there's a class of people who are entitled to bring a claim. Most often we see it in a setting where the spouse and the children are able to make the claims. But if those people don't exist for whatever reason, then there are certain categories of folks who are relatives who can make that claim. But when you do make that claim, of course, there's the loss of your loved one, which is considered to be a wrongful death claim. Yeah. And then there is also the survival action, which is that period of time where the person who died suffers after the accident and prior to passing away.
Yeah, I can imagine that's a difficult subject to deal with as far as an attorney goes.
Absolutely.
With the client.
Yeah, we work very hard to make sure that those people are taken care of and that they are compensated for their loss.
Good to have you again, Wes. Again, for all information, Nebula, Beard, and Arsenault, what's the best way to get in touch with you guys?
Call us, 561-2500.
All right. Thanks again, Wes. Thanks for dropping by.
Thank you.
We have more to come, so stick around on this Thursday.